Do you think Aldi is just a cheap supermarket that only sells basic, everyday stuff? Well, buckle up, because what Aldi is doing right now could leave Whole Foods completely stunned. A chain that used to be labeled extreme budget has suddenly rolled out a premium range strong enough to go toe-to-toe with the most upscale brands out there. The prices are so low they're almost confusing, yet the quality is good enough to make tons of people rethink where they've been shopping. What on earth is happening? Why has Aldi suddenly become the biggest threat Whole Foods can't afford to ignore? This video is going to reveal the full truth. Pause for 3 seconds and hit that subscribe button so you never miss the latest videos. 1. Keeping prices low while delivering a premium experience. One of the things that worries Whole Foods the most is Aldi's quiet but incredibly strategic transformation. Back in the day, Aldi was famous for being the ultimate money saver. Super simple, sometimes even seen as bare bones or inconvenient. But now, Aldi isn't just keeping prices rock bottom. They're turning the entire shopping experience into something way more premium without charging a penny more. Walk into a newly updated Aldi and you'll spot the difference immediately. The lighting is brighter. The aisles feel wider and airier. Products are beautifully displayed instead of the old throw it wherever it fits style. Many stores now use natural colors and arrange fresh produce like a mini high-end farmer's market. While Whole Foods built its name as the organic food paradise, Aldi took a different route. Keep the premium vibe, but ditch the premium price. They've poured money into better layouts, lighting, and the quality of their private label items, but they skip all the extras. No huge staff, no giant billboards, no expensive displays. The result? Customers get an experience that feels almost identical to Whole Foods, but the bill is usually less than half. These changes also bring a kind of comfort most people never expected. Before, Aldi was strictly get in, get out. Now people actually enjoy strolling around, the same way they would in a fancy store. It's not just the overall space. Even the produce section, fruits, veggies, and greens, gets special treatment now. Modern signs, bright colors, and carefully arranged fruit baskets. Everything makes you feel like you're shopping in an upscale supermarket, not a classic discount chain. That's how Aldi adds real value without making customers pay extra. What really scares Whole Foods is this deadly combination. A store that delivers a premium experience while keeping the exact same budget prices. When Aldi upgrades the vibe without raising costs, they don't just bring in new shoppers. They also pull in people who used to swear only Whole Foods could meet their standards. 2. Winning over the younger generation. Another reason Whole Foods should be seriously worried is how Aldi is becoming the people's brand for younger shoppers. Millennials and Gen Z are the ones driving today's shopping trends, and when they change their habits, the entire market has to follow. The thing is, these young customers aren't just looking for food. They're looking for a lifestyle that fits their budget, their values, and the way they live. And Aldi is nailing it way better than Whole Foods ever expected. First, younger generations are obsessed with getting real value for every dollar. They want clean ingredients, proper certifications, gorgeous packaging, and gourmet-level taste, but they refuse to pay Whole Foods prices. Aldi gets that. They launched premium lines that cost less than half as much, giving high-end looks and quality that anyone can actually afford. For millennials and Gen Z, this isn't just saving money, it proves they're smart, savvy shoppers. Another reason Aldi hooks young people is how it makes even simple things feel exciting. Weekly discoveries, surprise, Aldi finds, and seasonal specials. Every trip feels like a little treasure hunt. Even more importantly, Aldi perfectly matches the minimalist, low-waste, sustainability-first mindset that young people care about. Smaller stores, no over-the-top displays, simple packaging, and mostly private label products that lower environmental impact. That makes young shoppers feel their choice isn't just good for their wallet, it's better for the planet too. And we can't forget the power of social media. Gen Z and millennials have become Aldi's free advertising army. Countless TikTok videos, Instagram Reels, and Aldi haul posts go viral. Every new item gets reviewed and shared, turning Aldi into a cultural phenomenon instead of just another supermarket. Whole Foods simply can't compete there. Their luxury image has never built the same kind of passionate, viral community. 3. The premium specially selected line. If I had to point to the one thing that scares Whole Foods the most, It's the explosive rise of Aldi's specially selected premium collection. This line was created to prove once and for all that top quality and low prices can absolutely live together. Back in the day, Aldi was only known as the place to save money. Hardly anyone believed they could ever play in the gourmet league. Specially Selected has completely changed that story. What makes this line special is how carefully Aldi picks every single item. They don't flood you with endless options. Instead, every product is hand-chosen to blow you away with its flavor, quality, and origin. Hand-roasted Arabica coffee, aged artisan cheeses, European butter from grass-fed cows, bronze die-cut Italian pasta. Everything feels luxurious, the kind of stuff you normally only see in high-end supermarkets. Specially Selected isn't just about taste. Aldi also cares about the unboxing moment, the look of the packaging, and how gorgeous the food looks on your plate. Every item has a modern, classy, understated design. That perfectly feeds what younger shoppers want. Beautiful food they can post on social media and cooking that feels like an experience, not a chore. Another huge strength is how this line creates little moments that feel special. A simple pasta dinner suddenly feels restaurant level when you use authentic bronze die pasta that grabs sauce the Italian way. A slice of toast becomes a treat with rich European butter that costs less than half of what you'd pay at Whole Foods. Here's the core secret. Almost the entire specially selected range is private label. That lets Aldi control quality from the source, cut out middlemen, skip big brand marketing costs, and keep packaging smart and cheap. Every dollar they save goes straight to the price tag. That's exactly why Whole Foods can't easily compete head-to-head. And the scariest part for Whole Foods isn't even the low price. It's how this line is changing shopping habits for good. Once customers realize they can get truly premium stuff for a fraction of the cost without losing quality, they start asking, why am I paying more at Whole Foods? The moment that question sticks, getting those customers back becomes a nightmare. 4. A total store makeover. If you're used to the old, simple, fast, and functional Aldi, you're in for a shock when you walk into one of the newly remodeled stores. Aldi is changing, a lot, quietly, without bragging, but enough to make regulars look twice and newcomers stop and stare. These upgrades create a completely different shopping atmosphere, and Whole Foods can definitely feel the heat. The most obvious change is how much brighter and more open everything feels. Modern lighting makes your first impression welcoming. Every section looks fresh and spotless. The light doesn't just show the products, it makes the whole store feel trustworthy, like the perfect place to pick ingredients for your family. The produce looks stunning, the bakery items are irresistible, and the fresh meat section feels genuinely professional. Along with the lighting comes a smarter store layout. Aisles are wider, so it never feels crowded. You actually enjoy walking around instead of just rushing through. New, clear signs make everything easy to find. No more wandering in circles. The produce section, the area Whole Foods has always bragged about, now gets extra love at Aldi too. Fruits and vegetables sit on wooden shelves or stylish new racks instead of old cardboard boxes. That small change makes the fresh food area feel alive and premium in a way the old Aldi never tried to be. Even checkout has gone modern. Aldi still keeps things fast, but the registers are cleaner, wider, and better organized, so those last few minutes feel pleasant instead of stressful. Many stores have added self-checkout lanes, which younger shoppers especially love for speed and privacy. One smart touch. Aldi now tells its brand story right through the displays. Specially selected items get prime spots with spotlighting and beautiful arrangements that scream quality. The message is crystal clear. Aldi doesn't just sell cheap, we sell a great experience. Comment the number 1 and like this video, and I'll reveal something even scarier. 5. The unstoppable power of community and social media. One of Aldi's quietest but most powerful weapons is the influence that comes straight from its own customers. What really scares Whole Foods isn't just the low prices or the premium products. It's the fact that millions of shoppers are voluntarily turning into Aldi's marketers, completely free. Very few retail brands have ever managed this kind of natural, organic buzz. Just open TikTok or Instagram and scroll for a few seconds. You'll immediately see Aldi haul videos, weekly drops of weird and amazing new items, and people tasting things on camera and losing their minds over the quality. That excitement spreads like wildfire because young people love sharing anything that's tasty, pretty, and cheap. Aldi nails all three, creating massive social media waves without spending a fortune on ads. It's not only short videos. Aldi fan groups on Facebook have exploded, some with hundreds of thousands, even millions of members. They post new finds, shopping hacks, huge discount alerts, and full recipes made with Aldi ingredients. The part Whole Foods can't fight is how real it all feels. When a regular person says, "I just got cheese that tastes like the fancy stuff but cost half the price," people believe them way more than any official ad. Trust between real shoppers beats any marketing campaign every single time. Plus, every time Aldi releases a seasonal or limited edition item, social media instantly triggers FOMO, fear of missing out. Friends see friends grabbing the new thing and immediately want it too. That sends crowds rushing to the stores, and Aldi doesn't pay a cent for that marketing. Whole Foods keeps a polished, elegant, slightly distant luxury image. Aldi feels close, fun, and super relatable. Funny chats, everyday posts, and honest reactions, everything turns Aldi into a brand with a real community heart. And when a community truly loves a brand, they don't just buy, they promote it nonstop. 6. Lightning-fast expansion across the country. What should really put Whole Foods on high alert is how fast Aldi is growing. Not long ago, Aldi was seen as just a medium-sized discount chain. Now they're spreading across the US at a speed that leaves competitors scrambling. No loud announcements, no huge ad campaigns, yet every new store instantly pulls in a big loyal crowd. Aldi's growth strategy is incredibly smart. They're not only opening in busy areas, they're moving straight into neighborhoods that used to belong to Whole Foods, upscale urban and suburban spots where people care a lot about food quality. With rock-bottom prices and an experience that keeps getting more premium, Aldi quickly wins over shoppers who used to think, "Aldi isn't for me." Another clever move. Aldi builds lean, super efficient stores. Each location is smaller than a typical Whole Foods, but optimized for fast operations, low costs, and quick product turnover. That lets them open way more stores without the giant investment luxury chains need. Retail reports show the number of Aldi stores in the US keeps climbing steadily every year, with no signs of slowing down. They're grabbing prime real estate, buying up locations from smaller chains, and strengthening their supply network. This isn't the plan of a company happy to stay the cheap guy. They clearly want to become one of the biggest, most influential grocery chains in America. What worries Whole Foods most isn't just the new stores, it's how Aldi is taking over the shopper's mind. When a new Aldi opens nearby, curious locals give it a try. After seeing the low prices, great products, and modern stores, many start coming back every week. That quietly steals Whole Foods' traditional customers, especially the younger ones who want quality but love saving money even more. 7. Quality certifications on par with Whole Foods. One of the main reasons Whole Foods became known as the premium supermarket is its super strict quality certification system. But here's the surprise. Aldi, the brand everyone used to link only with low prices, now carries a huge number of the exact same certifications. In many cases, their products meet standards that shoppers never thought possible at such affordable prices. In recent years, Aldi has heavily pushed certified lines: USDA Organic, Non-GMO, Fair Trade, Certified Humane, and more. Those familiar logos are popping up everywhere on Aldi packaging now. Customers are shocked because they always assumed only chains like Whole Foods could actually deliver that level of quality. Aldi puts serious money into controlling the supply chain. Their private label brands, Simply Nature, Live G-Free, and Specially Selected, are sourced from carefully chosen suppliers who meet high standards with fewer middlemen. That lets them keep top quality while cutting costs. Thanks to this strategy, Aldi sells certified organic, gluten-free, and plant-based items 20 to 40% cheaper than most competitors, including Whole Foods. The bigger point is this. Today's shoppers don't just want cheap. They want cheapness and peace of mind. When they see those trusted certification marks on Aldi products, they instantly feel safe. They can pick up organic butter, organic cereal, hormone-free milk, or fair trade coffee right at Aldi, without needing to go to Whole Foods for better quality. This shift is quickly closing the gap that existed for years between the two brands. Whole Foods used to be the only place people went when they wanted to eat clean and live green. Now that Aldi offers the same standards at much lower prices, people are starting to choose differently. 8. Expanding with creative gourmet products. One of Aldi's boldest moves, and the one Whole Foods really needs to watch, is how they're growing their range with creative gourmet items. They're no longer limited to everyday basics. Aldi keeps adding specialty, fancy, and even slightly luxurious products that feel completely different from their old discount image. The amazing part? The prices are still way below average, so it feels like you're upgrading your meals without upgrading your grocery bill. These products aren't just delicious. They perfectly hit the desire for new experiences. Think truffle sauces, cold-pressed European olive oil, French-style pastries, bronze dye Italian pasta, or seasonal chocolate collections. Everything looks like it belongs in an upscale store. Aldi is smart. They keep the selection small, but every single item feels unique, like you've walked into a gourmet corner that just happens to be affordable. What's really impressive is that Aldi doesn't just follow trends. They create them. Every new drop lights up social media with must-try items like white truffle pizza, salted caramel ice cream, or limited edition holiday snacks. That creativity turns shopping at Aldi into an exciting treasure hunt. You never know what you'll discover, but there's almost always something you want to bring home. These creative gourmet products are putting clear pressure on Whole Foods. Whole Foods has always dominated the specialty and fancy food section. But when Aldi brings nearly identical items for half the price or less, customers start hesitating. Everyone wants to try something new and exciting, but no one wants to pay premium prices when there's a cheaper option that tastes just as good. The reason this strategy works so well is the perfect blend of creativity and practicality. Aldi knows people love experimenting, but they don't want to risk money on expensive mistakes. So they offer gourmet adventures at totally comfortable prices, making everyone willing to try. Aldi's transformation makes one thing crystal clear. The era of paying sky-high prices for premium shopping is over. When a discount brand can raise quality, expand selection, and deliver an experience that matches the luxury segment, the entire market has to change. Today's shoppers have more choices, they're smarter, and they're much pickier, and Aldi is reading that shift perfectly. Next time you're choosing where to shop, step into an Aldi and feel the difference yourself. Did this video help you? Subscribe so we can reach 1,000 subscribers together.